Hey, what's up? Glad to see ya. I bet you're glad to see me. It's been a minute. Anyways, I just want to start off by thanking you for clicking on this video and beginning to watch it. And I also want you to know that you're not the only one experiencing a lot of ups and downs this year. It's been the hardest year ever. But that doesn't mean you can't start now on something you've always wanted to do. This summer, I wanted to make a YouTube video, and I tried. I tried many times, but I just never produced anything. So my summer self had some encouraging words to get through tough times, so I want to cut back to her. You can't skip chapters. That's not how life works. You have to read every line, meet every character. You won't enjoy all of it? Hell, some chapters will make you cry for weeks. You will read some things you don't want to read. You will have moments when you don't want the pages to end. But you have to keep going. Stories keep the world revolving. Live yours, don't miss out. That's kind of the motto that I've been going for as this pandemic has hit, and it's felt like so many things have gone wrong and out of place, but I realize that I am writing my story right now, and each moment of my life is valuable and important. You know, one thing that I've learned from this whole pandemic is life is short, and our time here is valuable, and it shouldn't be wasted. I think sometimes we just let the clock tick and tick and tick. And we forget to embrace those little moments where we're growing and becoming who we are meant to be. You know, we look forward to those big things like graduating college, going on that vacation with your family you've been waiting for months to go on, or getting married, getting that first job. Those big things, those are things we always remember because they're big, they're something we've worked for. But what about those little moments? Those little moments in between where you sit down with your best friend and have a conversation. What about those moments? Those are moments that I want to start capturing for myself so I can look back and see how much I've grown, the woman I've become. So I sat down with my best friend over FaceTime, and we discussed pursuing this YouTube thing for me full time. And she says some very motivational things that just sparked something inside of me. And that's one reason I started this YouTube video, is because I have people who are supporting me, and I can't thank those people enough. But I want to take you guys on a journey of the little moments. So let's start with my conversation with Faith.
Since I graduated college, how many times do you think I've talked about creating a video but just never have?
I would say quite a bit. I know when you were still living at home before you came to the lake for the summer, then you talked a lot about, I have good video ideas, I just need to make a list and do them. And I feel like you oftentimes do have great ideas and write them down in a list and have them in the back of your mind. They're not often brought to the surface because you've done some projects where you were forced to do them. So I know you did a couple projects for swim things you used to work for, and you have done videos for weddings, but ones that are you're passionate about and that you want to pursue. I have not seen you do one of those recently. And I know we did a couple things this summer to this is so cool when we went to one of the parks and we got all these cool shots, but then it was never put into a video. So I feel like you have lots of good ideas and probably honestly lots of good content, but put together. Then you talked about it a few times, but I haven't seen them for things that you want to do. You've done videos, but it's always forced because someone else is telling you to do it.
Very true.
Well, I think the thing that's promising is all the ideas are there, and like I said before, I think that a lot of the content is there. I think it's just like maybe each day setting aside time to not only make a video for yourself, but do like what makes you happy, because I think oftentimes you do what makes a lot of other people happy. And so I think videos is like the number one thing that's like, oh, this is what like I like to do. But I think just taking time to actually like, oh, 30 minutes a day, I'm gonna work on this. And I know that you write stuff down all the time, so just start at the beginning and go through that. And I don't think like you need to be that encouraged, because your ideas are there and all this stuff. It's just a matter of doing it. But the one thing I'd say is sometimes I think just like embracing like that it's not going to be perfect is kind of cool, because like while you might never have the most perfect video in the eyes of everybody, you're gonna like be night and day difference from when you started. So I think sometimes just producing them and being okay with like, hey, this is room to grow, will only show your progress that much more. Where if you just practice your skills, but nobody gets the chance to see it, like no one's going to get to see the growth with you. Like, well, you might, but if they're never out there for people to see, I think that's just as cool as like watching people like succeed, is like seeing where they came from. And so I think that like it's okay if it's not the perfect song or the perfect this or that, and it may never be, because it's going to be perfect to everyone else is going to be like, oh, this should be the song, and you're going to think this is the song, and I should think it'd be something different. So like there's no point of trying to please everybody. As long as you're happy with it, then go with it. And like I said, I think it's cool to see your progress, so I don't think you have to sometimes, well, it's hard, just like let go of it being perfect, because it will be so much cooler in the long run to see each video get that much better.
Well, thanks to my best friend Faith for always being so inspiring. And she's right, we produced a lot of content this summer, and I never did anything with it. So I've created a little montage of footage from the lake. I went to Minnesota this summer with Clay. There's just a lot of little moments in there that should be seen, so here they are.
We got plenty of rooms, just pick one. We got sandals shoes in the middle of June, while the J-Box playing our favorite tune. Don't wanna start, give the situation. I live my life like a revolution. No, I don't wanna wait, no. 'Cause I don't wanna wait no more. No. No, I don't wanna wait, no. 'Cause I don't wanna wait, no. No, I don't wanna wait, no. 'Cause I don't wanna wait no more.
Sometimes you just gotta jump in. So here's to not waiting anymore on YouTube, and here's to you to watch until the end. So thank you, and please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, because there's more content coming soon and you don't want to miss it. Thanks.
I'm gonna ask a question out of this.
I was like, oh no, I don't know what to say. I was panicking.
I did it. I created a YouTube video. Oh, my neighbor's watching me. Oops.